Alright guys, welcome back. We got season 30 of Alliance War. We got war number 1. We got Shake Off the Rust. Hopefully anything that goes wrong here, get it out of the way early, and then hopefully we're smooth sailing the rest of the way. So we've got this ebb and flow knockdown thing here. Also, when you knock him down, he is debuff immune for a second, or for 6 seconds. I should have been playing at the beginning here when I had the monster mass. You can see I just wasted my indestructible, like invulnerability boost right there. I'm stuck focusing on his rock stacks as I should, but I also should have been punishing him when he hits into my block when I have the monster mass up. And again, it's one of those things when I wasn't really thinking about that when I went into the fight, and I think as I was doing it, I'm like, oh, okay, I got to switch up, I can switch up the play style here, and I can play a lot better. So at the moment, I don't have any monster mass. I'm going to come back in, try and build some up, and then take advantage of that. Again here, push him to 15, let him throw his special one. Now I can go ahead, now I've get some monster mass with that special one. And now again, I wasn't quite doing it yet, but I think I figured it out at some point. I know all the guys in the chat who are going to say that I'm not playing Mole Man correctly, and I agree with you. I should have been playing it differently in this one, but a solo is a solo no matter how you get it. There we go. So there was nice using the unstoppable on the block intercept. Again, if you're new to the channel, we've run 2 accounts. Both are mine. One's just like 2 years older than the other. Been playing forever. We've got 2 accounts in Alliance War. You're going to get almost 200 fights a season, or at least close to it. Usually between 175 and 200 fights we're going to try and get this season. And again, sometimes when you're trying to, not that I'm have to do so many fights, but when I'm looking ahead at the path and the bosses, and I'm trying to figure out, okay, what counters can I bring and who can I afford to bring along, sometimes not every counter is the best. So the first fight there, not the greatest, but we got down. Also, I am boosted for like every fight, and the fights are sped up just a little bit, just so that we can squeeze them all in. We got 15 fights in this first war of the season, including I think a boss and 3 other ones in the boss circle. So we got half the boss circle in this war this time. All right, we've got Mr. Negative. Now again, because I'm going to be knocking him down, there's the chance that I'm going to convert his light to dark. I'm going to go inverted controls. So I'm just going to play a little bit calm here once I realize I'm pushing him into inverted controls. So we're just going to try and sit, parry, attack in. Now I am going to try and build here to a special 3. I could have tried to play it more power control with the special 1 and avoid his specials as much as possible, but I thought for the most part I think I'd be okay. I also realize he's running recoil, so it doesn't really matter if he throws specials, he's taking some damage. So here I'm just going to try and wait till he gets to below 5% or less, because we got Guillotine 2099. Her attack is based on her combo meter, finish with a special 3, and we'll start the next fight with 100 combo and do a boatload of damage. I think I wanted this for one other fight that I thought I could also get a special 3 on, and then save it again for the boss. Next, we've got Iron Man Infinity War with Heavy Hitter Power Alternator. And also this one has the High Ground Global, which can be really annoying. If you're, sometimes you just got to take a fight a certain way, and if you rely on taking hits on the block and you're not paying attention to your combo meter and the high ground, like the aptitude charges that get put on him, you can take a lot of damage on the block. There we go with a nice intercept. We got to throw our specials here. Even though I'm pretty sure Magneto could shut down the node altogether, I do not want to risk having Iron Man Infinity War shoot up to a special 3. There, he's got the recoil. We counter him again. Nice intercept. That fight was great. And this war, we've got some great fights and maybe some not so great fights. So they kind of get sprinkled back and forth. Here we've got a Power Snack Doom. And again, hashtag Metal Champion, we bring in Magneto. It doesn't matter if we can parry heavy or not, and we'll get great examples of that in this war already. Again, Iron Man Infinity War, I'm not great at reparrying, so we did not have a parry heavy fight. This one here, we can. We're going to have a nice parry heavy fight on this one here. We're just going to build up to a special 3, drop it, get a ton of prowess, drop a monster bleed on Doom, and watch him tick away. So there we go, almost at a special 3. Done, drop it. If the special 3 doesn't kill him, the bleeds will. So there we go, huge bleed damage, and he's done before he can get that special 1 off. Okay, now we're going to switch over to Path 9. With the main account, we got Kingpin here. We're going to go in. We don't have to worry about the hazard shift node really at all. Kingpin has a chance to shrug off the debuffs. Bait that special 1. He's got recoil again, and we finish with a full yellow bar. Next we have Elsa, also on hazard shift. So we go in with, I knew the guy was running like the bleed and like the damaging masteries, so he's going to have a bleed and poison on him at the start. And if I'm not a mutant, I'm going to take a ton of degen. So I didn't want to take in Kingpin here. So I knew I was going to take some incinerate damage, but then go immune. I really thought I blocked there. There's a few times in this war where I think I'm blocking and the AI hits right through me. I get through it, but it's a little frustrating. Here was a little bit of an oversight where we've got the Footloose Kinetic Transference Kingpin here. I go in with APOC because I can parry freely. And he's at this point, I back off and see if he's going to throw a special 1. So he's not throwing the special 1. I don't want to get backed into the corner. So I go ahead, okay, let's just see how much we can blitz into him. And I put on an invulnerability boost so I can take a special 3. But what I forgot is that Kingpin has a pretty long stun on his special 3. And even though I don't take damage from the special 3, I'm going to be stunned, and he is just going to lay into me. There go all my invulnerability charges. Now I just got to get a hit in. He throws another special. He's got the unstoppable and stuff in the corner. Luckily, I'm able to throw the special 2 even into his block, and I get out of it. So a little annoying on that one, and that's the sign of things to come. I probably should have taken a break. Instead, I went right into this Ebony Maw fight, and right off the bat, we get we bait a heavy, get a nice knockdown, and then he hits right through the block. I get destroyed. I lose my invulnerability charges again, right off the start. And then I think I was just frustrated about that, and I was not paying attention at all to his falter. So I haven't. It's the first war of the season, so we can use the rust excuse just for this one. So there, I didn't realize that I was going to have the falter. I get a ton of degen, and now I'm playing behind the 8 ball on this fight. I realized that, so now I back off, let the falter charge disappear. There, I try to go for the intercept. He gets me instead. There, we get a knockdown, but again, he hits me with another mission. We get a nice intercept with the special 1 to get the Ebb and Flow Intercept Fury there. Now, I'm trying as hard as I can to play this one well to the end of it. And right now, he's got more health than I do. He's at 30. I'm down to like 15%. I get a nice clutch counter there. Here again, nice intercept. I'm feeling like maybe I can squeak this one out. I'm going to throw another special 1. It doesn't take him out. He's down to 5%, 4%. And then I forget about the falter again for like the 3rd time, and I go down. so that's our first death of the season, and he was down to like 4%. So it was a terrible fight. We had a nice comeback, and we blew it. Luckily, it did not matter in the end. The whole alliance played great this war, and I think we're going to come away with the win, which is great for the first war of the season. Now, this was a lot of fun. We have a Knull fight also on Ebb and Flow Intercept and Mighty Charge. We get a nice intercept there. And then I think I was going for the heavy, but didn't realize that the shock hadn't applied. So I get clipped, and again, I had the invulnerability boost on from the previous two fights, or maybe it probably reapplied, just in case, because it's a new fight against Knull. This is the first time I've got Knull in an Alliance War fight, but Doom takes him down great. We had that nice intercept on the dash-in, got the Ebb and Flow Intercept Fury. It was great. Now we're back on to Path 9. We got Window of Opportunity Stun, one eye open. So even if the Window of Opportunity Stun timer is down, you do not want to hit into him. Now I went in with Moleman just because I thought his bleeds and shocks and all that fun stuff, but I was a little bit too far away on that special one. Luckily I purified the stun debuff. And now we got to play a little bit better after that first little mistake here. On this fight, I like to go in and bait special ones just like that, but I have to be close enough. Which again, I think that one was super close. He got the evade on me, but I don't mind evading Magneto's special one. You just got to be close enough and kind of don't flinch on his first move. Right, just like that. So we recover from the first couple little mistakes at the beginning, and this was a nice little fight here with Moleman. And again, he has the high ground, so I don't want to take anything on the block anyway. He's got the Unstoppable on the heavy, so I don't want to do that. Next we have Korg on Window of Opportunity Stun, Empowered Immunity, and here I just don't want to trigger crowd charges. I get the heavy bait right away, and then the second one, he goes for the 4-hit combo. I back off, and there's the crowd charges. So that's really frustrating. Now this special one is going to be unblockable, and I'm going to get clipped by it. That sucks. He's got recoil, so that's not bad. But then I try to back off here and get the unintentional parry, which is just the most frustrating thing and not only does it happen once, it happens twice. I'm trying to back away, let him throw that special 2. Now I'm getting my butt kicked. It looks like I'm for sure going to die in this one, but we're going to see how much can we clutch out of this one. The special 3 is going to give us some healing back from adrenaline. Now again, he's got the Unstoppable and the Unblockable there. We luckily get him to bait a special 2. Again, I'm not perfect at evading that special 1. We try our best. We use a special 1 to get out of the wall. We get a heavy bait there. And again, we just get stuck with those unblockables. And at least we took down a chunk. Hopefully, again, these mistakes are only in this war and we don't see them later on. But this, I go back in and play it exactly how I wanted to in the first place. Bait a couple heavies, take the special 1 on the block because I got no crowd charges. He's got the recoil going, and then we can parry when the stun timer is down. Get a nice bait on the special 2, and that works out perfectly. If I could have done it like that the first time, it would have been such a better fight. So I'm a little bit down because of those 2 early deaths in the first war of the season. The last 2 wars, we've only had 7 deaths total. So it's going to be a lot of pressure to try and beat that record, or at least stay the same. So here we go. We already had a charge with Guillotine 2099 from the Mr. Negative fight. Here we're going to go ahead, bait one more special 2 from Apocalypse. And again, wait till he gets to a combo, should get him down to 5%. Drop a special 3, and now we've got the charge for the boss. So that fight went perfectly. Next up, we have a Ultron on vigorous assault and indomitable, so you're limited to 1% per hit. But Magneto with magnetism can usually bypass that altogether. Now, there's a chance when you throw a special 3 on this node with Magneto that it completely bypasses everything, and you can the special 3 is just going to take them out. So I'm going to try that here. But then there's also I've had times where I've I fought Guillotine 2099 last season or the season before. One time it completely took her out. Another time it stopped and it just put on the armor breaks. So you don't know for sure. So you can't rely on you don't want to be pushing the opponent to a special 3 with your special 3 on the off chance that it doesn't work. Plus, when he gets hit, and I can see right away, it's not going to take him out, but it's going to give me some big armor breaks. So watch this heavy attack, 56k. Another one, 56k. Now he's unblockable because of the vigorous assault, and we evade the special 1 and finish him. So really, really nice. Now here is the opposite of that previous Magneto fight. Here we got Penny Parker, stunning reflection, polka dot power, stun, vulnerability. I cannot parry this entire fight. I'm going to have no power this entire fight. But Penny is #metal. So the goal here is just going to be push Penny to special 1 and counter the special 1 with a heavy attack. Magneto's got some nice damage on his heavy attack. So there we go. We get nice, you can see you got the yellow crit, and there's a nice red number as well on the heavy attack. So even there's still an extra 3k energy damage, like on that one in particular. Okay, we get clipped by 1. But now we're going to try and just bait heavies. We cannot get auto blocked because we are Magneto and it's #metal. So auto block failed all day long, and even if Penny Parker is stealing my power, I can't gain power, so it doesn't matter. Power burn me all day long on this one. I'm not going to take any damage from power burn because I can't gain any power. So this works out really, really nicely. That one I was a little too far away on that heavy counter. But for the most part, we push to a special 1, back off a couple times, drop a heavy attack, and we barely take any damage. There's a nice clean heavy counter, and pretty much go through the whole thing. Throw some intercepts. Now again, I'm pretty sure I would be taking damage on those power burns if it wasn't for this specific node where I'm getting 0 power. But we've taken Penny Parker a few times on a couple different nodes, and Magneto's been a nice counter. And worked out really, really well this time. I know it's a very smart placement. I'm pretty sure she's both poison and incinerate immune, and that's the only way to remove the stunning reflection. So I think that this was definitely the best way to get through this fight. So this one is almost down. Another clean, heavy counter to finish it off. Really happy with that one. And this Dragon Man fight here, we've done this one before, Hazard Shift Stun Immune with Kingpin. We have one, maybe, small error here, but most part this works out great. Nice bait on his heavy attack. Get him to throw that special 2. And really, we're just spamming special 1s here. We're really not worried about the hazard shift node at all. We can't parry to get rid of the power gain node, so we just have to keep trying to bait specials here as much as possible. Now, you can see at the beginning I had really no problem baiting Dragon Man's heavy attack, and I end up attacking in, let's see how it goes here. We get the special 2, no problem. That was actually a nice clean evade at the end of it. Again, we can get rid of the power gain on the special 1 by taking a blocked hit, so that's fine. Continue spamming special 1, feeling pretty good here. And right there, we get knocked down. He goes unblockable. And his unblockable lasts just like the tiniest of ticks left on the unblockable. He gets an unblockable special 2 off. There, I go ahead and I counter his special 1, his heavy attack again, no problem. And we finish it off. So small, close call. And then this Guillotine 99 fight against Bishop, for like 99% of the fight, I play this as good as I can. Bishop actually is not going to throw a special this entire fight. We are just going to hold block right after we throw our specials. We are going to counter him here. We're going to spam special 1s to keep his power down. We're going to hold block and bait him into heavies the whole time. We get down to the very end of this fight, and I don't know what happened, but I was like a millisecond late on dashing back from his heavy, and you're going to see that I almost blow it here. Luckily, the degens are doing their job, ticking away here. Even though I did hit into his block there and triggered some extra healing, we're fine. Right here, he's at 4%, 3%. Right there, I get clipped. It does not trigger my healing. He's about to throw an unblockable special too, but the degens take him out. So 13 solos. Really happy with this war, guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you in the next one.